Thank you for watching. As always, we always try that you get topics that are trending across the globe. Now, for many times, Africans have stood the grounds to blame the whites for their predicaments, but the whites really oppressing the Africans, or Africans are enemies of themselves. According to this today's video that this guy from South Africa talks about, he says that Africa has never been in the age of innovations, and they have never known the value of creating something that is so needy to the Africans. What they do is to praise, or rather or say or talk well about those who are swindling their minds, like Malema. Now let's watch this and have a reaction in the end.
A guy last night on TikTok, a black guy, and he says he cannot understand why black people did not build their own universities, their own schools, their own technicons. He cannot understand it. What he sees is blacks that invades previously white schools, white universities, and then they try to change that university to become a black university. And they drive Afrikaans out. They drive the language Afrikaans out. They murder Afrikaans and install English. What is that? That shows that they want to be part of the English thing. And it was the Afrikaans that fought the British when the British wanted to steal South Africa, and paid a big price for it, to be free from the British. And what did you blacks do after 1994? You are giving the country back to the British and to the Americans. That's what you are doing. But you fucking stupid. The Boere paid with blood for the country. But you young blacks, you're too fucking stupid and uneducated to understand the history of South Africa. And you're quick to point fingers at the Boere. You must understand one thing. If the Boere goes, you're gone too. Most of those blacks that are commenting are 30% passers. They don't have the intellect, they don't have the education to actually realize what the fuck is going on. They listen to people like Malema, and that's what they base their life outlook on. And call me a racist for telling you that. I don't give a shit. I don't. I'm warning you, you will rather sit in a stadium and listen to a fucking dimwit like Malema. You will listen to that idiot from political parties standing on stage, telling you all sorts of shit. In the meantime, you don't have water in your taps. You don't have a functioning sewer system. They don't care about that. All they care about is getting in those chairs down in Cape Town so you get that humongous salaries. They don't give a shit about you. That is the fact. I've said it many times to blacks. Go to the rural areas, go find your roots, find your tribe, and go and sit there and talk to an old guy, an old man, 60 years plus, and just sit and listen to him. Let him tell you about South Africa.
Now, for many times, Africa has always blamed the whites for their predicaments, or rather their shortcomings in terms of development. But if you watch keenly, Africans are enemies of themselves, because Africa has never valued itself in matters development. For instance, in innovations, Africa comes behind in terms of creating new ideas, and this has been created, or rather brought about, by the kind of education that Africans undergo. How will Africa rise if it doesn't realize where the rain started beating them? Now, according to this video, Africa is one of a continent that never values its people and doesn't want to grow beyond where it is. They praise people that are revolutionary rather than praising what will bring change to them. For instance, Malema is one person in South Africa that is seen as a hero, but in real sense, it doesn't bring any value that will change the African people, or how people live, and advance the livelihoods of people. or of Africans. Let's build a continent that nurtures innovations and also brings about change, real change that people will feel. For example, if we will focus on things like ensuring that every area is connected to electricity or water, such that everyone has access to all the social amenities as the first world countries, that will be the stepping stone towards realizing what we need as Africans, and that will be also what will build us, because everyone will have or will nurture his or her own potential. Now, I like these kinds of videos because they are really making Africans to wake or to see what they should do. Africans have a lot to do because we still have space for development. These other continents have exploited their spaces for development and they've reached a point of saturation such that they can't move forward. But Africa still has a lot to do, and it starts with the right leadership. Tomorrow, I want to bring a video of PLO Lumumba, this great lawyer from Kenya, who always touches on need for growth for Africa and how Africa can build itself from this white colonialism or the neo-colonialism which is currently taking shape in Africa. The Western countries, or rather the first world countries, want to control Africa through their proxies, and this is something that we as new elite group has to stop it or castigate it in the strongest terms. You know, we are in the age of information, and in the age of information, people get learned in different ways, and people have access to information that can help them. You can't easily swindle their minds, and Africa is one of the continents that is receiving, or rather getting rapid change, rapid growth in terms of technology, if you can see. And Google is one of the countries that said that Google is one of the companies that wants to invest in Africa and build value because they see a lot of potential in African continent. So let's build this and let's nurture growth that will see Africa reach a new level of achievement, or rather the living standards of the people should grow so that we get what people deserves. Now, I want to see your reaction on this in the comment section so that we engage more. And also do not forget to subscribe to this our channel, and most importantly, like and share. Now, thank you and may God bless you.